texts are coming from because it doesn't tell me anybody's here. But thank you. What up, girl? Sister. We just washed our hair and it's windy as fuck outside. Fuck. What? Candle. I'm confused. No idea what he means. We are, oh girl, Peterbilt Queen, I gotta change your settings so you can comment, so it might kick you out. I have to make you add as moderator. Standard. Hubert, your tips on the what? What up, Thomas? It's a cup. It's my coffee cup. My mama makes them. No more split ends. Yeah. New subscriber from Lafayette, Louisiana. Shit, my bad. Yeah, no, it's my cup. It's my sand holler cup. Got my little pet paws on it. It's got my little, my gems, because, everything's got to be bling, 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 bling. There's never enough bling in life, just in case nobody knew. Everything must be blingy. What up, Phil? Hey, Tara's here, Phil. We were just talking about you yesterday, saying how we hadn't seen you in my live for a little while, Tara. So, yeah. Yes. Good morning. We are, the old term, waiting on dispatch. So, yesterday was a shit show. Oh, it's time to do my roots. Yesterday was a shit show. So what was yesterday? Saturday? So Friday, apparently, like from Hobbs to Jall, there was like a massive storm. And y'all know it don't really rain in the desert. And when it does, it rains like crazy. And so then everything floods. Well, not only did it rain a bunch and did it flood, but it also hailed. It hailed. So that shut the well down, and so everybody who was under a load at that time obviously had to sit and wait for the well to come back up. So when I got out there yesterday morning, there was a metric fuck ton of drivers. So we sat there for 8 hours. It is what it is. I utilized my 8 hours of downtime, not only to sleep, thank God, but I got 2 workouts in, and I got to eat twice. So yes, we utilized our downtime yesterday to be extremely productive. But then I was like, well, fuck this. I'm not going to sit here for 8 hours tonight either. So, there's that, I had to go to Wicket, to the Allsups, because they have an Amazon locker, and that's how I get my dog food and stuff like that, is I just order it from Amazon and have it delivered to an Amazon locker. So, we had grown-up shit we had to do too yesterday. So, yeah, that's where it is. It was crazy as hail by Hobbs. Yeah. How am I? I'm all right. Last time I was here, you were in a mood. I'm never in a mood. I don't have a problem expressing the reality of what it is that we do. I don't let what happens out here dictate my mood too much, because life is too short for that. Aw, thanks for telling everybody to hit the like button. I haul sand in a hopper. Hell no, I'm not washing your truck. You come wash my truck. My truck's covered in mud from being out there yesterday. Sharing my channel. Thank you. So, hey, so you think I look like I've lived a hard life? How old do you think I am? He's gonna come back and he's gonna say I look like I'm like 55 or something. Watch. He says no disrespect in an attempt to disrespect respectfully. Let's see how old he thinks I am. Hey, thanks, lady. You'd wash my truck for free. 31, 43, 30s. Peter Bills. Queen sent me. See, look. Grass by side said 56. Of course. You look old enough to appreciate beans and toast. That's a fucking European thing. 46, 47, 30s. Hard life. Oh, see, look, he comes back with 65. He's got nothing better to do than to come on the internet and hate on people who are doing things that he doesn't have the balls to do. Just saying. Which is fine. In all reality, I am 46. And I have 3 grown children. And I don't think anybody's really lived like a simple, easy life. Because again, our struggles and our trials and our tribulations, our perception of them is based upon the life that we've lived. You know? So, it's one of those things where you might think that you've had a really hard life, but somebody else has maybe had it harder. So then they think you see what I'm saying? It's relative to the environment that you grew up in. And it's really easy for people who are insecure and lack confidence, obviously insecure, people who are jealous, or people who are envious. It's really easy for them to come onto the internet and type something out on the internet and be respectfully disrespectful, because it makes them feel better. And for whatever reason, their life is the way that it is, maybe from childhood, maybe from poor life decisions, maybe from not even realizing that they have a choice to make better decisions in their life. And so then they come to the internet to get some sort of validation because they don't know how to do the self-work. That's really what that boils down to. And so, respectfully, I look like I've had a hard life. To some people, I have. To myself, I don't think so. I think it's all character building. I think everything that I've gone through has brought me to be the person that I am today. The way that I look is solely just the vehicle and the vessel that I was given to live the life that I've lived. Real question. Oh boy, here we go. So, in short, I don't think what anybody says to me on the internet has any impact on me. You know? I don't see people's interactions via the internet as a reflection of who I am. I see it as a direct reflection of who they are and how me being who I am has actually triggered them. That's really what that is. And people so freely use this word like, oh, triggered. It's kind of like people so freely use the word narcissist. Everybody's fucking narcissistic. Because I'm going to tell you, if the zombies were chasing us, motherfucker, I'm going to trip you to save myself. Call me a narcissist. I don't care. But that's the reality of it. At some point in life, every person on the planet is going to look out for themselves. And people just want to throw that word narcissist out. Or you calmly and rationally call somebody on their bullshit, and they're going to be like, oh, you're triggered. I'm not triggered. If I was triggered, I'd be mad. If I was triggered, I'd be ranting. If I was triggered, your words would penetrate and affect me, which they don't. So, and anybody who's watched my life for, more than once is well aware that this is authentically who I am. Love it or leave it. I don't really care. And I'm sorry for the fucking big giant, 80s fucking hair, you guys. I just washed my hair and it's windy and it's all wind blown. So it's freaking everywhere. And I would flat iron it, but Phil, my moderator, will fall asleep because anytime I brush my hair, he falls asleep. So, there's that. I know, it was a great transition, wasn't it? Look at that. No Adam's apple or nothing. Oh, shit. I love that people literally, have nothing better to do. Piercings and tattoos are synonymous with particular traits. And what traits would those be? No, it's a geek bar. If you think that tattoos and piercings are synonymous with people who like to party or live crazy lives, that is literally your judgment of them. Because maybe you don't have them. Maybe you're afraid of needles. Maybe you're have this super this crazy job where you can't have piercings and tattoos. So the fact that you want to judge somebody because they have piercings and tattoos and assume that they've had a hard life, that's really the furthest thing from the truth. Rhonda Lee's my mom. How does having my mom's name tattooed on me synonymous with having a hard life? Curious, inquiring minds would like to know. Man, Phil, you deleted that comment before I got to read it. Again, it's literally random people on the internet passing judgment on people that they know nothing about to make themselves feel better. So you're a sissy and you're afraid of needles. Big deal. You have this crazy high profile job and you're not allowed to have piercings or tattoos. So what? You chose that for yourself. So don't take the limitations that you've put on yourself and put them up as derogatory or negative to somebody who hasn't imposed those limitations on themselves. Think about that. You want tattoos, but you set your life up in a specific way that you can't have tattoos. That's a you problem, sweetheart, not a me problem. I'm self-employed. I fucking have all the piercings and tattoos I want, and it ain't none of anybody's business. You're covered in tattoos, you got earrings and rings, did time in the military, so fuck haters. Yeah, right? Like I said, it's literally people who have put limitations on themselves. They got this super businessy corporate job and they can't have piercings and they really want piercings. So now because I set my life up so that I can't do things that are interesting to me, I set my life up and limited myself and didn't allow myself to be an individual or be myself to be who I am because I followed what everybody else told me I should do. Let me go hate on somebody else who's being their true self. That's really what that boils down to. That's all that is. Yes, ma'am. Can I help you? Come here. Come here. Come on, Mittens. She's just going to stare at me. Come on. Come on. Come here. Don't just sit there and row at me. Come here. Row. Row. There. I'll be a good kitty. Leave your sister alone. I don't give a shit about people who judge me. I don't care that you judge me. I'm merely pointing out what your judgment says about you and not what it says about me. That's it. Your judgment doesn't define a single person on the planet. It merely defines you as somebody who needs to judge in order to feel better about yourself. And when you come on the internet and you do it in a comment on a live, or you do it in a comment on a video or something like that, 99% of the people who come on here and say these things would never walk up to somebody to their face and say to them, "Oh, you look like you've had a hard life." You'd never say that to somebody because you're afraid of the actual repercussions in real society of getting knocked the fuck out for being stupid. Until you walk in somebody else's shoes, you don't have place to pass any judgment on any single person on the planet. That's what it boils down to. You haven't lived my life. You haven't been through the horrors and the traumas and the trials and the tribulations that I've been through. And the trials and tribulations I've been through would break a lot of people. But on the reverse side of that, the trials and the tribulations I have been through are fucking nothing compared to what other people have been through. So, again, why does it matter? Does it make you feel good to pass judgment on people? Because that's ultimately why you do that. That's all. You pass judgment to deflect from yourself. Whether you like it or not, it's the actual psychology behind it. What, kitty? Why are you rowing? Why you row? Why you row at me? Well, it's true. Obi-Wan. Genobi? I don't know. I know Obi-Wan. Passing judgment's not embedded. Passing judgment is a choice. Yeah. What up, Eddie? So, yeah. It is what it is. Eddie, we're waiting on dispatch. You know, because it doesn't matter what time I check in. I sit for at least 24 hours. At least. Before I get called. So I can check in at 4 in the morning. And I'm still sitting for 24 hours before I get called. 24 hours from the time that I came off shift. So, it's whatever. I don't particularly care. Basically, I work every other day at this point, which is, you know me, Eddie. High maintenance truck driver. I need time to sleep and eat and work out. So, that works for me. You know. David, do you even know what the word emo stands for? So, no ma'am. No, 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 no. I'm arguing with the cat. Our buddy? Who's our buddy? Meow. This is my kitty. This is my mail pants. You know, I think it's interesting how many people the cat looks delicious. So I'm hungry. You sound like Eddie. Eddie, oh, our buddy's good. Eddie always says that this is the only cat he doesn't want to turn into Kung Pao chicken. Kung Pao kitten. All right, come here. So I would defluff my hair, you guys, but Phil, my moderator, anytime I brush my hair, he falls asleep. Yes, my cat actually prefers to, here, I'll show you. She has her own little cubby. She actually prefers to be on the road. Meow. You know, I don't do the whole political thing, but if it wasn't Palestine, it'd be somebody else. There ain't no way on this planet ever, never, ever, on this planet is one group gonna not hate another group, or one country, or one state, or one political party, or one activist, or whatever the fuck it is. Somebody's always going to be trying to capitalize on somebody else. So when you come in here and you're like, free Palestine, guess what? If it wasn't Palestine, it'd be somebody else. It's nobody. Nobody's ever gonna always get along. Fucking deal with it. It's called life. So, yeah. That's how that goes. And if you honestly believe that world peace is something that's going to happen, you are living not in reality. How do I like trucking? I love trucking. I absolutely love trucking. I am perfectly content living in my little 70-inch square little fucking metal lunchbox here, for the simple fact that I actually tried to come off the road and be home. I drive a 379. And I was home for 10 months and I didn't really realize, it was like, I was depressed, but I wasn't like, oh, I'm tired. Oh, I want to harm myself. It wasn't like that kind of depressed. Like just everything was not good. Like health-wise, I was having trouble sleeping. I was tired all the time. Everything was all out of whack. And I got back in the truck and everything went back to normal. It's the only way that's the only way I can describe it. So, while the lifestyle is not for everybody, that 10 months taught me that this is where I need to be. I don't know where the other moderators are. Unless I'm having juice boxes. Yeah. It's not a dog collar. But calling it a dog collar explains that you don't actually understand the significance or the symbolization of what it really is. I don't know where Tara went. How does one get into trucking? Go to school. You have to go to school to get your CDL nowadays. Many community colleges offer truck driver training. Well, it's not a choker either. It's a collar. It's just not a dog collar. She's visiting family at the campground. Yeah. Eddie doesn't have his glasses on. No, because Eddie's probably driving. Yeah. So, we started off today's live with an absolute hater who made me go into the whole philosophy aspect, psychology aspect, sorry, not philosophy, the whole psychology aspect as to why haters hate. That was pretty awesome. I haul sand in the oil field, frack sand, in a whopper. Here, my mirrors are dirty because it rained last night and I haven't cleaned them yet because we're not going anywhere, but see? There's my little hoppy hopper. My hippity hopper. Yeah, Tara's got her matching collar too. I did not say dog collar, but nice try. I said collar, not dog collar. But again, if you understood the symbolization of it, you wouldn't make such an uneducated statement. There's that. Yeah, 50,000 pounds of sand. It's pretty much the minimum that I put on. I think, what was my last load yesterday? 50,800. Oh, it's all backwards. Here, I'll show you. So, right here, 50,800 is 25.4 tons. When I went on the scale, I was, what does that say? 28,640. So, they put 50,000 on and I came off the scale at 79,440. Okay. You know, Tara, some people like that leash thing, so don't judge. It's definitely not my thing, though. When you go on vacation, do you want to just stay inside a place or do you like to go out and explore? It depends. I don't actually really... You know what I do for vacation? I go to truck shows. I go to truck shows. Yes, I do have a dog. Pupper dogs! What are you doing? Are there cows? Are there cows? See, he knows when there's no cows around because when I say that, he doesn't get all excited. But when we're driving and he can smell them, and I mention cows, he flips out. What you doing, puppy? So we got Mittens and we got Chrome. They are the co-pilots. Why does he look like what? A road dog. There's a truck next to us that's idling, so he's literally keeping an eye out the window. He is quite the guard dog. Oh my God, you guys, I cannot do this. Ugh. It's driving me crazy. Yes, I am a truck driver. Yes, we are sitting at a truck stop. I got dude arms. Dude, thank you. That is a fucking compliment because I would love to have some dope ass fucking 13-inch biceps. Thank you. I'm always in the truck. Well, that's not true. I'm not always in the truck. If I'm at the house, I'm not in the truck. So it'll be a few weeks before I go back to the house. He is being a good boy. He's doing his job. No, I have not worn my new shirt yet, but it is folded and in my closet. I just did laundry the other day. Thank you for the compliment on my eyes. Yeah, Eddie, put your grandpa glasses on. As you call them. Yeah, we got out of the well yesterday. They were under a tornado watch out there. So we were trying to get the hell out of there. We came through Jal, New Mexico, and it had just rained, and there was fucking hail all over the side of the road. Thank you for the compliments. They're not necessary. I appreciate them. They're very kind words. But at the same time, it's merely just what I look like. It's not who I am. You know what I mean? Wait. It's a lock. You're leaning against the wall. Break out a brush. No. No. No, Phil. You have to be here to moderate. I did not say that I'm not beautiful inside. What I'm saying is what you see on the outside doesn't always reflect the person on the inside. I'd rather, and it's difficult to see people for who they are on the inside until you get to know somebody. So while I said I appreciate the compliment, my desire is always to be seen for who I am and not just what I look like. Does that make more sense? My hair fluff is unreal. I did not even kick him off camera. He chose to go. The Phil says, keep in mind, fucker, she's my kid's sister. Yeah. It's not even worth trying to flat iron my hair right now because we got a cross breeze. Because yes, no, we still don't have AC in the truck. In case anybody was curious, there's still no AC in the truck. And the wind, cross breeze, yeah. How old am I? I'm 46. Probably old enough to be half y'all's fucking mom. Just saying. So, didn't I? I did. I did. You look good in orange if they're not respectful. Eddie! two are rough. So rough. Where people are out here just trying to be internet trolls, and you guys are like, I look good in orange. I ain't got a problem going back to prison. I haul frac sand for the oil field in a hippity hopper. Oh, you know what we're gonna do? Oof, it's dusty. We're gonna plug this thing in. There we go. The fuck? There. Oh, it's much windier back here. Excuse me, sir. Get your palm off my pillow. Thank you. Tara doesn't need glasses. Oh yeah, she does wear glasses. I forgot. Contacts, glasses, whatever. Yeah. This is my puppy. This is my puppy. This my puppy. He's not a big cuddle dog. Best episode of Cribs. Wouldn't that be cool to put like truck cribs on there? You're a good boy. So, yeah. You got a puppy dog? That's true, she can. I changed the three of you. I don't know if I changed Thomas. I changed you guys to standard moderators, so now you guys can comment on videos again. Because as a managing moderator, you can't comment on videos. So we had to change that for you guys. His name is Chrome. Chrome. Oh, it's an American Bulldog. Cute. That's my doggy. That's my doggy. Yeah. Well, thank you. I think he's pretty cute too. Yes, he is. He is what they call a Texas healer, so he's Australian Shepherd Blue Heeler, and he's a mini, so he's 2 years old. He's full grown. That's just my baby dog. He's 2. He will be 3 in October. He's learning that when it's dirty and muddy out, yes, he does. Every time we drive by and there's like a field of cows, he flips out. He's like hanging out either the passenger window, or if they're on the driver's side, he hangs out the bunk window and like cries and whines and cries because he wants to get out and go play with the cows. But he's so smart. Him's a smart boy, so he's learning that when it's muddy out or when it's wet, which he's always known that when it's wet he has to hop in and sit in front of the driver's seat and allow me to dry his little